Hi, everybody. This is SOC Talks with Joy and Sean. And yes, we're missing Sean here today. Sean is actually en route from Ohio to Florida, moving with his family and his dog. We tried to work out a time to talk together, and it wasn't going to work, but I didn't want to let the week go by without saying hello. So safe travels there, my buddy, and we'll see you next week. So, hey, 4th of July is this weekend. Happy 4th to all the U.S. folks out here. Two things that I want to mention about the holiday this year. It's going to be a lot different for all of us, and a lot of the public places are not going to have the fireworks. So therefore, a lot of people are going to take it upon themselves to have their fireworks in their neighborhoods. Number one, be safe. Be very safe. You know, it is fire, and things can go wrong. Just take the right precautions and be safe. The second thing is be considerate of everybody around you. Um, Normal fireworks go off from usually 9:30, 10 o'clock until no later than 11. And I hope so many people just kind of respect that for those around you. There's a lot of people in these homes that can't handle the sound, can't handle the fireworks, and for heavens knows we know our pets can't handle it. So be considerate of those around you too as you celebrate this holiday. Now, I want to talk to you about a couple of things, in this summertime season. If you have sent your 4th of July cards out, congratulations. I'm sure they'll be appreciated. Christmas in July. Oh my gosh, Christmas in July. Have you done a Christmas in July card? You know, how impressed would your clients and customers be if they received a card from you that just says Christmas in July? I didn't want to wait till Christmas to tell you, enjoy the holidays, or enjoy the season kind of a thing. There's other holidays to celebrate right now. You could do summertime, any kind of summertime card. However, I'm going to give you a fun suggestion inside your cards. Many of you do this already, but for those of you that might have not thought about it, put a recipe inside your card. Give them something to hang on to that card like forever and to enjoy it for the holidays. And I'm going to tell you something fun I did this year. Last year, this is my last year card, by the way, and I did have a cool recipe in there. In fact, when I pulled this out, I'm thinking, I think I'm going to make that this weekend. So that's a cool recipe to put on there. But guess what I did this year? I actually went to my recipe box. We all had a recipe box. I hope you still have it somewhere from the days. And I pulled out some recipes that my mom and we as a child would take to every event that we went to in the summertime. And I actually took a picture of that recipe, and I'm putting that on my card this year, and a little story about that recipe. One of the ones I remember so much, cherry supreme dessert. My mom, Patty, was her name. Patty's bringing the dessert. It's always Patty was bringing the dessert, because she made this cherry supreme dessert. And you know what? All this cherry supreme, it's so full of sugar. So for those of you that have to watch your sugar, you might want to watch this a little bit. But I mean, it's egg whites, it's cream of tartar, it's sugar, it's soda crackers, it's whipped cream, and it's cherry pie filling on top. It's really pretty simple, but it's very pretty. It's all the red colors, the red, white, blue, as my decked out, like my decked out here today. I did this just for this video. Sean would have had a good time with that. But anyways, so I took a picture of that and I put it on the inside flap of my card and a little story, of how we use that recipe all the time. So it's just something fun, something taking your personal life and putting it in a card and send it to somebody, and with no other objective other than reaching out to them to say hi, and making them feel good. And they're going to look at you a little differently than just somebody who has a job and they pay you for your services, or pay you for your products. So I'm sure other people, you guys have other ideas to do here in the summertime. Just a plain summertime card is really good. Outdoor barbecue card. And I didn't go into the site ahead of time. I usually go into it, kind of pull out different holidays and different days that are important things to do and that type of thing. Any of those things are opportunities to reach out to people. And I don't know if you're the kind of person, like, if I'm going to send this to this group of clients, I want to get all my clients. Or if I'm going to send this card to my relatives, I want to get all my relatives. If you can kind of separate that out of your mind a little bit and just pick a few people and a few people here and a few people there, you'll have a lot more enjoyment with sending these cards out to people instead of worrying to make sure you got everybody. So That's just my tip because I'm really kind of almost one of those people. Sometimes I really struggle with that. It's kind of like if I'm going to send something to every one of my customers, I got to make sure and go back and make sure I've got all my every one of my customers in there, and it does drive me crazy. So just randomly send the cards and touch people. You wake up in the morning and you think of somebody, send them that card. I did that promotion last week. Many of you asked on our last SOC Talks, where I just reached out to people asking if, suggesting you must have somebody in your life that needs to pick me up right now. If I send you a link, would you send a free card to them? Would you send a card for free to them? Kind of thing. Got a great response on that. And, but then some people haven't sent it yet, so I will follow up and I will, kind of like do my follow up, say, hey, you need help with sending that free card, that type of thing. But what I did last night, the people that said no, I mean, this whole challenge started for me by how many people can say no, right? And the people that said no to me, I put together my 4th of July card, or the one on for this year. This is my one for this year. I put together my 4th of July card and I sent it to them. They told me no, it's okay. I still appreciate them for even considering it, even answering, right? So just a few tips for you for July. Have a safe and wonderful holiday like no other. Oh, another little tip that I want to mention to you in this pandemic time that we're in, make sure you're putting the date on all your cards. Because someday people are going to look back on us and say, oh, that's the pandemic year. Oh, that was what, they will remember that too. So anyways, thanks everybody. Sean, safe travels. See you next week. And everybody have a wonderful 4th of July weekend.